The Gartley Harmonic Pattern Indicator, which is offered for various platforms on the Tradingfinder website. From this section, you can download the indicator file for MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 platforms and run it on the chart. Additionally, traders can read this page to understand how the indicator works and functions. We select the indicator file from the Navigator section and execute the indicator by dragging the file onto the chart. Once the indicator is placed on the chart, it begins to identify and draw the Gartley Harmonic Pattern on the price chart. Traders can use the classic Gartley Harmonic Pattern Indicator and technical analysis to conduct more specialized analyses on the chart, identify the potential reversal zone or PRZ in the harmonic pattern as point D, and then enter a sell or buy trade in the market. In the settings section, under input, there are options available for us. In the first part, we can set the minimum wavelength, which is hard-coded in the calculations as 3. In this section, we can determine the zigzag period, which is set to 5 by default, meaning the calculations are based on a period of 5, 3, 3. If I set the number to 10, it will be considered as 10, 3, 3. In the next section, we can determine the number of candles for calculating and identifying harmonic pattern waves and pivots, which is set to 100 by default. This means it goes back 100 candles from point D to identify point C. From point B, it goes back 100 candles to identify point B, and from point A to point A, it moves 100 candles, and from point X to point X, it moves 100 candles to form the harmonic pattern. In the next section, we can enable or disable the display of harmonic pattern lines, which is enabled by default. In the next section, we can set the pivot break, which is enabled by default. For example, in this section, with the identification of pivot point A, the price has moved downward and broken the pivot downward. Or in this section, point C has also been broken downward. If this option is set to true, it does not consider the breaks. If we set it to false from the bottom section, it can calculate from the harmonic pivot point to the pivot point where the break occurred and then consider it as confirmation or identify the pattern as invalid, which is set to 100 pipettes by default. Here I set it to 1000 pipettes for the same 100 pipettes. Setting, we see that it does not display the pattern for us. And when I set it to 1000 pipettes, it recognizes the distance and considers it as confirmation. In the next section, we can set the shift settings, which are set to 2 by default. From the time the harmonic pattern is formed in this candle, if we set it to 0, it checks the dependency of the pattern candle. If we set it to 1, 2, or higher, it counts the candles forward by the amount we specified in that section, which is set to 2 by default. This means that after the candle closes, it moves 2 candles forward, and if the pattern is confirmed, it displays the pattern. In the next section, we can enable or disable the display of bullish and bearish harmonic patterns. In the next section, we can set the style of the main lines of the harmonic pattern, which includes 5 options: solid, dash, dot, dash dot, and dash dot dot. In the following section, we can determine the size of the drawn lines. Just be sure to note that if you set this option to a number greater than 1, it will default to the solid stator and be displayed as a line. In the next 3 sections, we can change the color of the bearish harmonic pattern, the color of the bullish harmonic pattern, and the labels of the harmonic pattern to the desired color. Well, friends, we have reached the end of this indicator tutorial. We would be happy, why, if you share your opinions and suggestions with us in the comments section.